Good evening, ladies and
Choose
gentlemen.
your
Welcome
champion.
back to GameSide TV. We're cracking on straight into the next match. It is Element 6 versus Ninja Esports, and we're into the lobbies already. And so it's time for LeBoy to take it away.
Welcome back, guys, to hopefully what is going to be a very, very close matchup between E6 and Ninja. The map is going to be Timbermill, so the bans, obviously, Knessa coming out straight away is very, very justified. I'm not sure who exactly would be playing Knessa, and then Drogo obviously is a second ban. There's a lot of competent Knessa players on, I suppose both sides have some Knessa mains, or not mains, but players that can definitely work the champ well, and Drogo obviously can be nice. Timbermill is a very open map, and if Drogo gets that freedom, then he is obviously going to cause a lot of hell for whoever who was banned for. It'll switch back and forth. It is a bit glitchy. That is something that we cannot avoid. Bomb King being the first pick for E6, and then Grover Charlin answered right back. So two ranged champs obviously looking to get on top of the rooftops and rain some fire down, and obviously have that range advantage is going to be very important on Timbermill, especially as Makoa and Ceres looking to be picked. Oh man, Lionberg, you want to touch on that Grover and why you think it's justified?
Grover is awesome right now. The latest patch, his projectile speed was bumped up hard, which means it's actually a lot easier to hit those long-range axes now. He does tons of damage while also providing tons of support and healing for his team. I really like that Grover pick up there. If Knessa's out, next best thing, Grover and Charlin. Snipers on this map are king. Pretty much, if you want to win on Timbermill, pick Knessa. So I'm going to say comfortably that if we see Timbermill a lot tonight, we're probably going to see a lot of Knessa bans. I do really like the draft here from both teams.
Ceres as well to complement the Grover, so perhaps Ceres is going to stick on point with Inara, and if they do choose to take a second tank, then she'll sit on there with them. Actually, this last bit could be an interesting one, seeing as they have a competent tank and they have some competent DPS in Charlin, and I suppose Grover will be a DPS tonight, as Ceres will be doing the bulk majority of the healing. Victor looking to be picked up again to get that range. They're locking him in. Ninja with an interesting strat here, going all out with the range, trying to use the rooftops, hopefully to the best of their ability, as Ruckus, BK, Maldamba, Eevee, and Makoa are the champs for E6. If she's not answered, then this is going to be a bit of an interesting match, as Eevee is a very hard counter to Victor if he isn't too careful. Also to Charlin, if Charlin isn't prepared for it, he's going to get wrecked. Grover as well. Grover has the Vine to try and get himself away, whereas Victor, he can run, but you cannot hide from an Eevee. Charlin also can go invis, but he can't be invisible forever. However, if Grover does manage to find a way from Eevee and get the range, he could very well outplay her Cambo-peeing Eevee. And Bomb King as well can do a bit of flanking himself. Very nice matchups. We'll look to get underway in just a few minutes. We will be right back.
And while we're waiting, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to enter the raffle tonight. We are giving away 10 skins, and it's your choice between Ash Hellion and Ceres, Taboo Ceres. So I think we've got 10 Taboo Cereses left. So if everybody wants that skin, we'll be able to give it to you. Otherwise, if you haven't yet picked up Ash Hellion, you'll be able to do that tonight if you're one of the winners of the raffle. 10 chances to win tonight. So make sure you enter !HEYPALL with 2 L's at the end. It's our little gimmick because it's the second HEYPALL. So make sure that you enter it. !HEYPALL. And here we go. We're loading into the map. So we will be right back with the match between Element 6 and Ninja Esports.
Welcome back, guys, to what could possibly be the shortest break in esports history. That was probably only not even 15 seconds, if that, but we are now underway on Timbermill between E6, which is going to be the blue side, and then Ninja on the red side. Ninja have looked okay so far tonight. Okay, I mean, they looked good sometimes, they look bad sometimes, so I suppose just, you know, they've been decent. So hopefully they can definitely step their game up. They did take a 4-2 win on the first map, but then got 4-2 by Vextrum on the second map. So if they can do well this game, that would put them in a huge point advantage. Lionberg, any pre-match little predictions you have for us?
It's a hard one to predict. I really like the draft from both teams. I'm really happy that Grover was picked up. Not 100% sure on the Victor pick. Could have been traded out for an Androxus pick. That way, Androxus could have been able to deal with the EV and Bomb King a little bit more easily. But since the latest patch, McCullough Hook no longer goes through the... McCullough Hook goes through the Androxus reversal, so it is a bit of a threat there. We're going to get straight into the action. Cambo gets taken down instantly by Karasway, and that is exactly what Charlie needs to be doing.
The stuns that he can put out with the bow, obviously, and then the range they have. They all took that top building, and then they sat there. They waited till they saw someone in their sights, like snipers from a rooftop, and they just range fired down, and they just melted him instantly, which is exactly what they do. Strive is still doing that, sitting up top, doing the best he can to just rain fire down. He has the range advantage, and he's looking to try and do his best up there. He wants to keep that high ground. That high ground is going to be huge for them. It's way better to rain fire down than have to rain fire up. So Chris Ray taking 2 kills, and obviously these snipers and the range that they have it's excellent for them. That's what they need. They're doing extremely well so far, and the first point being taken straight away by Ninja. E6 not looking promising at all, and I believe in the last matchups they've had, Ninja has actually won, I think, all of them in competitive games. Scrims might be a different story, but I think as far as competitive games go, Ninja have they've been defeated by E6 every single time. So looking to see Ninja take the first point is very nice for them indeed. Can they keep this momentum, Lionberg?
Definitely. I really liked what they did at the start there. However, I think they did stack on top of that roof too long. Though E6 were a little slow to sort of respond to it. They needed to get that Ruckus Patel up there ASAP and look to dismantle. And dismantling is kind of what Ninja did that entire fight. They were able to get out the EV straight away, and then using the Grover and Charlie in long range to bully out the rest of E6's damages, which is great. But they are going to have a little bit of trouble here. They've managed to push the cart a good distance, but what they need to be careful now is to make sure they keep pushing it and not get stuck in this choke. This choke here, now where E6 is setting up, is pretty much infamous on Timbermill. It's probably one of the hardest chokes to get past in the game, and Ninja really need to be on top of their game, getting these picks and making sure they're doing the right damage if they want to get past it.
The picks are going to be one they're going to have to focus on. I believe that the Inara wall is probably their best bet, seeing as I think that E6 are a lot smarter than to sit out in the open and get sniped. There's the ult actually coming out from Inara, and Maldambas comes out as well to do as best as they can, committing the ults to try and their team in. The Bloodshot Cruise does take out King Boo eventually, so Ninja having to use the Ceres ult, but yet not really get a whole lot out of it. Very, very wasted. Actually, no, the Inara ult was one that was used, and Inara's can be a game changer. Facehugger takes 2 out, and the Facehugger Bomb King and then the Cambo Eevee are going to be really, really crucial, seeing as they are the 2 flanks. They're going to be the answers to the range that Shrive, Javek, and Chris Ray have on the Grover, Victor, and China respectively. So if they want to keep the high ground, they're going to have to take care of Cambo and Facehugger. But if not, then they're going to have to give it up and just go strict range. But however, both teams have a lot to think about when getting into these fights. Getting the point, actually, they're going to stand on it. So they have broken through this choke momentarily. Whether they can keep this momentum up is a matter of time. Blessed Cruise does take out Chris Ray eventually, has the ult up. Shrive takes out him eventually. Facehugger with one back onto Javek. This is going to be a close fight if Ninja do want to push this all the way through. E6 looking strong on the defense. There's another one out. Cambo doing very well, and it looks to be an E6 defense.
That was a great hold there from E6. I'm actually really impressed. Cambo and Facehugger were doing exactly what they needed to. While the rest of Ninja were pushing up onto the cart and kind of stacking, Cambo and Facehugger were jumping back into their backlines. Facehugger was bullying the Victor out extremely hard, and that's what he needs to do. This is why I don't think Victor was the best pick here, because Bomb King and Eevee, they can just jump straight on top of him, and unless he gets like a really awesome nade and hits all his hipfire shots, he's dead.
Yeah, that is completely true. Victor he's kind of an odd pick since he's not really a hard counter to anyone on the other team. He doesn't really counter Bomb King or Eevee. So I suppose the main goal of Victor was to try and counter out Zambi, but Zambi, he's not stupid. He's a very, very good Maldamba, and he's not going to let himself get picked off by a Victor that easy. So if Ninja are going to lose this match, I would say the Victor might be playing a part in it. He's only 0-4, and I believe that Javek has actually been a healer for them in the past, which is odd to see him playing that DPS. Very, very nice ult combos! Bomb King going off with the Eevee, taking out 3 people. That was extremely well. The Maldaba was popped as well, the triple combination, and that was brilliant from them. They did the exact thing they needed to do. Ninja made the mistake of sitting up top. They sat there all grouped up in a line as they were last time out. Yeah, sure, it worked once, but I don't think E6 are that stupid. They're not going to let them do it again, and that was one of the most brilliant plays I've ever seen.
That was fantastic. They knew that Ninja were most likely going to try the same thing again. They probably discussed that in between rounds. Hey, if they're going to push up there, we've got an Eevee ult, we've got a BK ult, we can wipe them. Let's do it. That's exactly what they did. And that play there alone allowed them to capture the point. Now they're trying as hard as they can right now to sort of dismantle Ninja, ruin their positions, get in their backline. Eevee is already underneath Timber. Bomb King trying to get up there. The Ceres and the Grover, they're just getting bullied out hard. They don't know what to do. And because of this, E6 are just getting free card push. If they continue to do this and keep getting picks, this could be a conversion right here.
The problem with Ninja is what are they going to do once Eevee and Bomb King get there? I mean, yes, they have some damage, but all their damage is better at long range, unless we're speaking about the Victor, who did pick up the legendary cards, which he previously hit by, which he didn't. He picked up the Iron Sights one. So once the Eevee and Bomb King get into the backlines to take out these sniper champions, they're going to be screwed, because they don't have a lot of close range damage. Victor is okay with headshots. Chris Ray on the Shuttle is going to be their best bet. Once he hits the stun off, that's when they can capitalize on the Eevee and Bomb King getting into the backlines. But other than that, Grover is going to be screwed at close range. Obviously, he does a lot more at long range, seeing as his axe does build up that momentum and does hit harder at range. So if Eevee and Bomb King consistently get into their backlines, it is going to be really, really hard for Ninja to play this match out.
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to touch on Victor as well here. He's opted to pick up the Gunnery Iron Sights Legendary. That's not something I agree with completely yet. I think he should have been running 5-5 with 30% bonus damage on hipfire. And when a Bomb King or an Eevee jumps on you, that's probably your biggest chance at killing them. Landing those shots, because you do so much damage. We see a few ults here actually being popped. Ruckus unfortunately does not get the kill onto Grover, but he turns around and picks up the kill on Charlene. Inara answering back with a kill on the support. That's their healing gone. But Cambo and the Makoa turn around and get their own picks. Strive is doing so much damage on this Grover, but Cambo is just going to sit on him and bully him out.
As he's about to pick the kill up, as he does, which means that sniper power that Tribe can have. Oh, really nice shot from Carisray. Takes a very nice range shot onto a soaring Eevee. Very nice indeed, although he does go down to facehugger. This is going to be a very, very close point here. If they look to take it, E6 doing their best. They want to try and get this Inara down ASAP, as she can provide a lot of CC immunity for herself. Calder trying to get in, trying to do his best as he can. Does get stunned and taken out instantly there by Javek. Zambi did take Strive out. There's the big ult coming out. Trying to do as best as he can, and I actually did use that ult in that fight previously, which means he's not going to have it for a while. Cambo takes Javek out instantly. Another one there for him, taking out Kakacho. And there goes Zambi popping off with one onto King Boo. No more heals for them. Grover must have to come in and try and get some clutch heals in, although he's being best used as a sniper right now. Blade Shakuros gets 2 of his own, and that is a very, very nice push from E6. After that first point that Ninja took, they realized what the problem was, and they sorted it out instantly. Very, very nice from them to take it 3-1 in their favor.
That was awesome from E6. And going into this next match fight, point fight, they still have the BK ult, the Maldamba ult, and the Eevee ult, and Makoa's not too far behind. But on Ninja, we only have the Grover and Ceres. So if they want to utilize these ults, Ninja, they're going to have to get a really awesome Ceres ult out. That Grover ult's probably going to try and keep them alive a little bit, but as we see, E6, they're already picking up tons of cauterites, and that's just really going to affect Grover's ability in this next fight.
3,
Ceres doesn't really have anyone to combo her ult with if she was to use it. But as we saw last time out, BK, Maldumba, Eevee, they have that trio that they want. They have the trio of ults that they can use to wipe a team. If Eevee and Bomb King ult, it can make a wipe. If Maldumba and Eevee ult, it can make a wipe. If Maldumba and Bomb King ult, it can make a wipe. They have so many combinations that they can pop out here. Chris Ray does take out Camber, which means he's going to be down. There's Facehugger though jumping in, taking out one kill, and Calder gets one back. So that is going to be King Boo and Chris Ray out of the fight. Robo might go down. He will go down, which that means no more healing. Kakacho left alive on point by himself. Might go down if he's not too careful. Looks like he will, as Javek is one of the only left alive. Trying to take the high ground. There's the wall coming up to buy himself time. Makoa getting very aggressive here, trying to look for a hook. Rolls in, does get the hook. There's Kakacho. Tries to get stunned by Zambi. Does have the immunity, and he does go down eventually as Zambi sits back, trying to pick this in. 78%. It's getting very dangerously close for the E6. Looking to take this as a 4-1 victory. 96%, 99, and that is going to be game one to E6. A 4-1 victory. The most dominant match we have seen today. And very, very nice from E6. Although after that first little point where we saw the snipers going off for Ninja, once E6 realized how they can counter it, they did so, and they did so brilliantly. So very, very nice from them. And looking at the scoreboards, Lionberg, run us through what you're seeing right now.
I'm seeing Cambo doing fantastically. 27 eliminations in total and 16 kills. That's awesome. That means he was doing his job pretty much perfectly. Facehugger, not too far behind, tons of damage. He's probably more throwing bombs out at Kakacho, trying to do that damage on the point, but also really good at flanking here. And Zambi Maldumba, 94k healing. That is seriously impressive, considering that the highest healing on Ninja was 49k on Ceres. And arguably, the healing difference between a Maldumba and Ceres shouldn't be that much. So awesome work from Zambi.
And something that we did point out throughout the match was that Victor, and we can see by the scoreboard, was the worst pick of the match. And again, as we said, one of the reasons why they probably lost it. 2 kills, 3 assists, 10 deaths. He had 0 objective time, didn't do all that much damage. I mean, 46k is all right, but he almost got out-damaged by a Grover. Shrive on Grover tripled the kills of Javek on Victor. So that's one that obviously was the bad pick for them. It was one of the reasons that they lost, I feel. And yeah, evidently it did was a detriment to them. It did come around and bite them in the ass. So well played to E6 to take the victory. Looking over, though, to try and point out an MVP, I'm actually looking at Zambi. He only died once that whole match and came in clutch with 94k healing. Although Cambo, as you said, did do extremely well. I'd say probably between those two, who would you lean towards, Lionberg?
I think I would more lean towards Cambo. He did a really good job picking on that Victor, getting in the backlines and doing tons of damage, but not to discredit Zambi. Zambi was most certainly a huge key to their success that game with astonishing healing.
I'd agree with you there completely. And Zambi is one that we've given MVPs to before in the past, so I think it's time to kind of just push him off that pedestal for a moment and just let Cambo have some moment in the spotlight as he takes the MVP for this first match between E6 and Ninja. We will bring you the second one very shortly. It should be a good one, judging by the match we have just seen. Don't go away, guys.